Welcome everybody. I am Marnie Barenko and I am here with Marilyn Bradford. And we're doing a second recording here. The first one I gave this awesome introduction of how amazing she is, so I'll say it again. Marilyn's amazing. She really is. She's such a gift. Just a joyful, amazing person. I've been able to see her facilitate classes and she's a very dynamic facilitator. So super grateful to be here having a conversation with you, Marilyn. And we've been chatting about and looking at the whole coronavirus and what's up in the world around it, and more from the perspective of what impact is it having on mental health with people who've got just different things that this whole thing is bringing up for them with regards to just how they're doing with anxiety, depression, and all those things. And Marilyn has a background in mental health. And can you tell us a little bit about that and how you kind of came across what you're doing now?
Absolutely. And thank you, Marnie. I'm enjoying this so much. Yeah, I've been a psychotherapist since 1991 because I had all my own stuff. Why else would you become one? You know, depression and eating disorder, diagnosed with alcoholism, all those kinds of things. And then in about 2006, I got into Access and started using the Access tools with my clients, and they were getting better faster. And I was like, wow. And that's actually, I think 2007 when Right Recovery was born with Gary Douglas. But I have had a lot of clients during this whole coronavirus thing who have called me like, help, how do I stay mentally healthy? Everybody around me is in fear and panic. And so there's at least two things I'd really like to talk about. One is distractor implants. And distractor implants like anger, rage, fury, hate, blame, shame, regret, guilt, addictive, compulsive behaviors. Those are the ones that my clients have been having the most trouble with, or at least noticing they're coming up. Fear too, of course. So it's really helpful to remember that all of those are essentially put into us by our families, our schools, our governments, our military, our religions. Can you imagine a child, a baby? You see the baby in the crib and he's suffering from guilt and, rage. No, it doesn't happen. They're like, hi, I'm here. I'll have this. They're just happy. So the first thing to remember is this isn't yours. These are put into us as a way to control us. And I'm not making parents or schools or anything wrong. That's their job, to control people. So if you can go to that, okay, if I wasn't in anger, if I wasn't in blame, if I wasn't in guilt, and that comes up for a lot of people, and shame, and I'm not doing enough, what would I be aware of? See, all of those things are basically judgments. You're judging that you're not doing enough. You feel guilty for it. You regret that you didn't get something done before. Woo, that's bringing up a lot of energy. Everything that is can be destroyed and created times a godzillion.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pock, pot, all nine shorts, boys, and beyond. So first thing is to remember that it's something that's put into you. The second thing is that wonderful tool of who does this belong to? How many people around you are having fear or rage, anger at what's going on in the world? I'm just stunned sometimes when I talk with my non-Access friends, how just bent out of shape they are, because they're buying into these things as if they're real. Have you noticed that, Marnie, with the people you talk to?
Yes, so much.
So that's definitely another thing that you can do, is to just ask, am I picking this up? Who does this guilt belong to? If I wasn't doing guilt, what would I be aware of? Barriers down, take a deep breath, all of that. So that's one area that I think is really critical to look at during this time, to remind yourself. I have to remind myself, you know, it's crazy.
And can I just say, because both of those tools you just said, if I wasn't in guilt, what would I be aware of? Or is this mine? Or am I just picking up on stuff? It's really the pragmatic way that you stop yourself from doing that downward spiral.
Yes.
So, you wake up in the morning and you feel fearful and you think, oh, I'm fearful, I'm anxious, I'm having a panic attack. Then you're just going this downward spiral. But if you go, oh, wait a minute, if I wasn't in fear right now, will
Yes.
be aware of. Or, oh,
Yes.
wait a minute, what's that question? Oh, is this mine? Or am I just picking up on things? It's the autopilot interrupt, so that you don't have to spend the next day or 2 days or 2 weeks in that state. You can actually have a different space, just like that.
Oh, thank you, Marnie. That's perfect. And I would like to add one more thing to that, because I have people tell me, well, I know it's mine because the stock market went down, or because, so what happens is we'll pick up a distractor implant from somebody else. So just, you don't even have to know who, just the universe. And then we look around the world to find a reason to attach to it.
Yes.
And that's the thing that will really stick you.
Yes.
Finding a reason to attach to a feeling, a thought, an emotion, a distractor implant. So you want to ask, did I just find a reason to attach to that?
Yeah, because when you ask that, it's like pulling that, because that's like the anchor. Oh, we're just going to park our boat right here. But when you ask, oh, did I just find a reason to attach? It's like, oh, pull up the anchor. I don't need to stay here.
I don't need that. Yeah. And it's so odd because a lot of people are feeling guilty for being happy.
Yes.
You know, how can I be happy when people are dying? How can I be happy when so many people are out of work? Your being happy adds an energy to the world that the world really requires right now.
That actually heals the planet.
Yes, that it heals the planet. You know, it's like someone saying, well, I'm going to be poor because these other people are poor. How much help does that do? You know, not at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
So being happy is one of the best choices you can make right now.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And not to feel guilty if you're actually like the fact that you don't have to go out in public is nice.
Exactly.
Yeah, so thank you all for listening. And Marilyn and I will be back. You're going to find us in all kinds of places talking about different things. So thank you, Marilyn. And thanks everybody for listening.
And thank you so much, Marnie. Such a joy to talk with you.
Thank you, you too. See y'all next time.